Good wishes, dear students. In the previous class, we learnt about the concept involved in imperfection in solids. Moving on to the types of imperfection, namely point defect, line defect, interstitial defect and volume defect. And as given for our syllabus, the detailed knowledge of point defect. So point defect has got a further 3 more categories: stoichiometry, non-stoichiometry and impurity defect. In the previous class, you learnt in detail about the stoichiometry defect. So how will you remember stoichiometry defect? The ratio of the anions and cations will be a balanced one. It's further divided into 2 categories. Schottky defect when you say missing of anions and cations. Frenkel defect when you say the missing ions will be found in the interstitial position. In today's class, we will learn about what is non-stoichiometry defects and the types of it, namely metal excess defect and metal deficiency defect. So the first one, non-stoichiometry defects when we say, of course, be easy to remember is the ratios are, it does not have a proper ratio. Now, to say it in a proper definition, the ratio of the combining elements in the compound is different, you understand. This defect disturbs the stoichiometry of the compound. Hence, it's called as a non-stoichiometry defect. So, stoichiometry when you say the ratio is a balanced one. Non-stoichiometry when we say the ratio of the ions are not a balanced one. Due to why does it happen? It's due to either the presence of excess of metal ion or a excess of non-metal ion. Now moving on to, so you understand the definition for a non-stoichiometry effect. All you have to remember is the ratio of the compounds are different here. Combining compounds are different. Moving on to the types of non-stoichiometry defect. The first one, there are 2 types: metal excess and metal deficiency. Excess when you say more, deficiency when you say less. So let's see the first type of thing. Metal excess defect when you say, when the metal ions present is more than the anion. Now you also know metals are always positively charged. Anions when you say they are negatively charged. So please remember, when we say metal excess effect here, positive ions are more and negative ions are less in number. So here positive ions are metal excess effect when we say positive ions are more and negative ions are less here. So as a result of this, 2 types of vacancies can be, explanations can be given. One, because of this less number of negative ions, anions, anionic vacancies comes up to. The second one, excess of extra cation. Now when I say more positive ion, it gives one type of explanation. Less of anion, it gives another type of explanation. So based on the 2 points also, we will see the example. So I'm summing up once again. Non-stoichiometry defects has got a 2 category. One is a metal excess effect, the other defect, and the other one is a metal deficiency defect. Metal excess when we say, all you have to remember here is positive ions will be more in number, negative ions will be less in number. Because it's more in number, it has got one type of explanation. Less number of anionic gives us one type of explanation, both leading us to metal excess defect. So let's first see here. The electrical neutrality is maintained by the presence of an extra electron. Regarding to these 2 type of defects too, the main key point here is presence of extra electron in the interstitial position. The interstitial position when we say, it may be along the lattice point or it may be in the exact interstitial position. Now this type of defects are found in alkali metal halides, namely sodium chloride, potassium chloride and so on. Let's look at the structure. You will understand the points what we have written here. Now if you have taken, once again I have taken the structure of a sodium chloride. Na plus Cl minus, Na plus Cl minus, Cl minus, Na plus. If you look at it here, I have written an electron. extra electron supposed to be Cl minus. What are we talking about? metal excess effect, what is less there? Negative ions are less. So it gives rise to anionic vacancies. This is the meaning of anionic vacancies. In the lattice point along the plane supposed to be occupied, this place is supposed to be occupied by the anion, that is Cl minus, but instead of that there is an electron found here, and the remaining remains as it is, Na plus Cl minus, Na plus Cl minus. So this particular point is called as an F center. Let's see what is the meaning of F center. F center, there is an important question. The missing of anionic site, you understand better. This particular place is supposed to have a Cl minus ion, but instead of that there is an electron found here. So this is called as an anionic vacant site. The missing of anionic site occupied by an unpaired electron. Now when we say sodium chloride, number of electrons found in a sodium and a chlorine. So if we pair them, there is definitely an unpaired electron. So this unpaired electron occupies the vacant site created by the missing anion. Hence it's called as an F center. Now this center is also called as a color center. Now F centers are responsible for the color of the compound. You will be learning it in the coordination chemistry and transition element, how the metal ions paves way for the colors of the compound here. So a small explanation, F centers are also called as a color center because they become responsible for the colors of the compound. So I'm just quickly telling you what point we have written. Due to more of positive ions, one way of possible explanation for a metal excess defect. Now what we have seen here is because of the lesser number of anions, vacancy arises. This vacancy is occupied by an extra electron. Where do we get this extra electron from? An unpaired electrons in the molecule. So this is called as an F center. F center also called as a color center because they are responsible for the colors of the compound. So this type of vacancy along the lattice point is called as an anionic vacancy. This is the explanation for the point number 1. Let's see the explanation for the point number 2. If you look at it here, what's the second point we have written? Excess of extra cation, number of less anion, we have seen the explanations here. Now we are going to see excess of extra cation at the interstitial site. If you look at the diagram only, you will understand better. The point written, excess of extra cation at the interstitial site. The same structure of sodium chloride we have taken, Na plus, Cl minus, Na plus. If you look at it, along the lattice point, there is no vacancy. So, plus ion, negative ion, plus ion, negative ion, plus followed by negative, then plus for negative plus. So, the proper alignment of the ions has taken place. Apart from it, we see an excess of positive ion cation. If you remember, excess of extra cation is found in the interstitial position. What's the meaning of interstitial position? Within the gap, there are 4 atoms. The places within this 4 atom, the empty space is called as an interstitial position. So there is an extra cation in the interstitial position. To balance this, we have seen the unpaired electrons are available. The unpaired electron which occupied the vacant anionic site at the lattice point comes and occupies. Since this is excess of cation occupies the interstitial position, the unpaired electron also comes and occupies somewhere within the crystal, occupies the interstitial position. So this is the meaning of excess of extra cation at the interstitial site. So metal excess defect can be explained by using the anionic vacancies along the crystal lattice or a crystal plane. The second one, excess of extra cation at the interstitial place. So if excess of cation is found, then extra electron from the unpaired electrons also comes and occupies, so their charge gets balanced here. Moving on to metal deficiency defect. That is a second type of non-stoichiometry defect. Now if you remember, metal excess, when we said, what is more here? Positive ions are more, negative ions are less. Come to the reverse of it here. So when we say metal deficiency defect here positive ions are less. Negative ions are more. So the vice versa or the reverse of metal excess effect here. So explanation, metal ions present is less than the anion. Remember, metal ions are always positively charged and anions are negatively charged here. So here negatively charged ions will be more, positively charged ions will be less. Point number 2. Observed in a crystals in which the cations have a variable oxidation state. So when we explain for the metal deficiency defect here, the type of metal that we take, that's a cation we take, it should have the ability to exhibit variable oxidation state. Now example what is given in the textbook, the same example I have taken, FeO, that is a ferrous oxide. Now ferrous has got a 2 possible oxidation state, that is Fe plus 2 and Fe plus 3. So to maintain the electrical neutrality, in place of 1 Fe plus 2 ions, 2 Fe plus 2 ions are oxidized to Fe plus 3 state. Now look at the structure, you will understand better. Now ferrous oxide, when we say, now it's the ions are, this, don't look at these two one what I have drawn the line, look at the other structure, Fe plus 2, suppose Fe plus 2, O2 minus, the charge of oxygen is minus 2, Fe plus 2 O and O minus 2 Fe plus 2, it should be here. Now in this case, 1 Fe plus 2 ion is missing. So because 1 Fe plus 2 ion is missing, from 2 other places, the Fe plus 2 is supposed to be Fe plus 2, but they get oxidized to Fe plus 3. What's the purpose of it? To balance the electrical neutrality. I hope I'm making my points clear. Metal deficiency, when you say positive ions are less, negative ions are more. So metal ions are present is less than the anion. It is observed in the crystal where the cations have a variable oxidation state. So here what is a cation? Ion is a cation and oxygen is an anion. So ion has got a variable oxidation state of plus 2, 1, plus 3. Now to maintain the missing of anions, cations, electrical neutrality should be maintained. Now how are they maintained? In place of 1 Fe plus 2 ion, if you look at the structure here, Fe plus 2 is missing. Now this missing, to balance for this neutrality, from 2 other places, these are supposed to be Fe plus 2. But in place of 1 missing ion, 2 of the Fe plus 2 ions are oxidized to Fe plus 3 state. So thus, the electrical neutrality is maintained between them. So this is an explanation of metal deficiency defect. Thank you.